Sekundu. Tak,
Nie.
myslím, že
Vítam vás pri druhej časti dnešného onlineového stretnutia. Ideme pokračovať s prezentáciou Milana Ruska, ako prezentoval gajdošskú kultúru na Slovensku pre účastníkov a návštevníkov v rámci Erasmu projektu, kde otvorení komunity európskych gajdošov a teraz začnem prezentovať ja. Asi po 35 minútach si dáme opäť krátku pauzu.
Dobre.
Áno. Mal by som práve teraz prebiť Matúšovú prezentáciu.
Presne sa ti to podarilo.
Výborne. A ak budete mať počas tejto prednášky, ak by ste mali nejaký dotaz alebo otázku, tak sa neváhajte pýtať rovno na tom mieste. Ak by ste sa k niečomu chceli vrátiť, tak tieto prezentácie budú uverejnené alebo vieme poskytnúť túto prezentáciu aj celú, pretože ja som si dovolil preskočiť úvod, hlavne z časových dôvodov, úvod Juraja Hamara, ktorý bol skoro o organizácii a fungovaní na Slovensku, a spustím až časť, kedy začína prezentovať Milan Rusko so svojou časťou gajdošskej tradícii. Takže nech sa páči, ak by ste mali otázky, tak neváhajte, sme tu pre vás.
Of this institution and of the ensemble, but he is also a university teacher, professor of aesthetics. But when we met, we were just members of the folk ensemble, and we liked bagpipe music. We did our
Lukáš, pridaj prosím hlas na YouTube. Nech máme výstup každý naplno a každý si upraví.
And so. At the beginning, we founded an organization. It was an organization of 3 people. It was called the Slovak Bagpipe Association. In that time, during communist region here in Slovakia, it was forbidden to create associations. So it was kind of joke to create Slovak Bagpipe Association. We did not know in that time how strong influence this will have on further development of revival of the bagpipe culture in Slovakia. So after 10 years, this Slovak Bagpipe Association was transformed to official organization called Guild of the Slovak Bagpipers. And after several other years, this guild prepared a proposal for inscription of the bagpipe culture in Slovakia to the national list of intangible heritage, which we now call living heritage, which is much nicer name for this phenomenon. Okay, my name is Milan Rusko. I'm not a professional musician. I am I work at the Institute of Informatics of the Slovak Academy of Sciences, and I am head of the Department of Speech Analysis and Synthesis. We teach the computers to understand Slovak language and to speak Slovak and to understand emotions of the speaker and so on and so on. So it has nothing to do with music, but all my life folk music and folk instruments were my hobby. So now I will present for you some basic information about how does the bagpipe culture in Slovakia look nowadays, what is the situation with the bagpipe culture, and how it was inscribed on the list of living heritage of UNESCO. Excuse me if some of the information will be similar to that what Juraj was speaking about, but I hope it is reasonable to listen or to have this information clear. Now, I will start with a recording of typical bagpipe music, and not only bagpipe music from Slovakia. At first, we should have a look at a map where Slovakia is placed. Slovakia is a small country. We have 5.5 million of inhabitants, and we are surrounded by several countries. There is Czech Republic, with which we had very close relations, as we were in the same state from the end of the First World War, from 1918. So there is a big influence on Slovak culture from Czech Republic. We have a long border with Hungary. We were in the same state for 1,000 years with Hungary, Hungarian Empire. So there is also a strong influence of Hungarian music to the Slovak music, and vice versa. We have also border with Austria, Ukraine, and simply there are many influences on our culture from other countries. Still, there are some characteristic features that are specific and valuable, and we think that one of the phenomena that are specific is the bagpipe culture. There is not any special type of bagpipes that can be found only in Slovakia. We have here several types of bagpipes, but you can also find them in other countries. Still, we have our own style, and we have our own songs and tradition connected with the bagpipe. As it was said, in 2015, the inclusion of the element bagpipe culture was nominated by the Slovak Republic on the UNESCO representative list of the intangible cultural heritage of humanity. It was approved in 2015. Excuse me. What does this mean? This means that the representatives of all the countries that ratified the 2003 UNESCO Convention on the Protection of Intangible Cultural Heritage hereby have recognized the bagpipe culture in Slovakia as a valuable phenomenon. It is important and worthy of protection from the point of view of the culture of all mankind. This is what the inscription to the list meant for the Slovak bagpipe culture. Here we have the map of Slovakia. The blue regions are the regions where you can find several bagpipers, like say 2 or 3 that are still active in these areas. Dark blue areas are areas with higher concentration of bagpipers. So you can see that you can find bagpipe and bagpipe culture in 20th and 21st century just in central Slovakia and western Slovakia. In eastern Slovakia, it has died out, I would say, by the end of First World War. What does it mean, intangible cultural heritage? What does it mean, living heritage? These are practices, representations, expressions, knowledge, skills, as well as tools, objects, artifacts, and cultural spaces associated with them, which communities, groups recognize as part of their cultural heritage. There are 2 lists of living heritage. One of them is national. The element has to be inscribed on the national list if you want to if you want want to propose it for the inscription to the international UNESCO representative list of living heritage of humanity. Okay. So at first, the Guild of the Slovak Bagpipers prepared nomination for the national list of the heritage, and we got it in 2013. Then in 2015, the Ministry of Culture proposed the inscription to the UNESCO international list, and it was accepted in 2015. Excuse me. What is important? We have proposed the name of the element bagpipe culture in Slovakia, but the UNESCO experts asked us to change the name just to bagpipe culture, as geographic terms should not be used in the names of elements. Therefore, we changed the name to bagpipe culture. This inscription of an element from one country on the UNESCO list does not in any way mean that this element is unique, superior to another, or that it belongs exclusively to a state, that it originates or exists only in the submitting country. It can be found, or it can be even richer in other countries. The other countries can also apply for its registration. What does it mean? You are bagpipers. You have your own bagpipe culture in your countries. The fact that Slovakia has applied for the inscription and it was accepted does not mean that our culture is better or richer or whatever else. It just means that Slovakia thinks that this element is important for our culture and important for some or many of the Slovak people. What are the historical sources on bagpipes in Slovakia? We could start with some archaeological findings that were found in Pannonia, where there were two bone pipes, which could be a chanter of the bagpipe, or it could be a double pipe with reeds. We do not know, but the first really well documented artifacts are from 15th century. We have a tile. It is depicted in the center. The tile is depicting a bagpipe player in a cap with donkey ears sitting in a boat, and this was found in the ruins on the Franciscan monastery in Slovenská Lúča. A similar tile from Banská Bystrica is stored in a museum in Budapest. So this is not the only artifact that was found. According to the number of depictions of bagpipes in European iconographic monuments, ethnographer F. Schneider indicated that bagpipes were most popular in the 15th and 16th centuries. He dated the first depictions to the beginning of the 12th century. The oldest preserved bagpipes in Slovakia are from the 18th century, and the instrument itself can be found in the museum, and it is from the 18th century. And the first musical notations of the bagpipe playing of Slovak bagpipers are from the beginning of the 19th century. So we can listen to a reconstruction of music from 18th century played on Slovak bagpipe. The bagpipe culture consists of many areas. One of them is bagpipe making, decoration, terminology. Knowledge about these areas is very important. So the knowledge on procedures, processing of wood, metal, leather, horn, bagpipe decoration techniques and their artistic patterns, but also terminology, naming the parts of the bagpipes and the activities and tools used for their production and maintenance. Fortunately, we have several excellent producers in Slovakia, but I will not name them, not to offend the others. I just will add to this topic that mostly traditional materials are used for making bagpipes. What has changed is the material of the reeds. The Slovak bagpipes use single reed, clarinet type reed, which was or used to be made from wood or cane. Nowadays it is often made from carbon. Yes, carbon. And other synthetic materials, as it was very hard to get the traditional reeds in tune, or to keep it in tune, because in the history the bagpipers played often they had their instrument in conditions which were more friendly to the instrument. It was colder and more humid. Nowadays, when it is dry and hot in our rooms, the reeds are getting dry and they stop working. So having a reliable reed, which is made of plastic, means you will not have as perfect tone and the color of the tone, the timbre, as it was with wooden and cane reeds, but it is much easier to play and the player feels much more comfortable. Some of the makers also experiment with Goratex bags and material for making the pipes from plastic and so, but these are just I would say experimental experiments. The other thing I want to mention is dancing and singing with the bagpipes. In Slovakia, the bagpipe is closely related to, the bagpipe music is closely related to singing. Practically every bagpipe melody has a text, has lyrics, which means it is not, there is a slight difference with, for instance, Irish music, where you have many melodies which do not have texts and they are not sung, they are just played instrumental. They are instrumental. I will play for you one dance played on the It is played by the three people that you can see on the center upper part. What the bagpiper needs is playing opportunities. If you do not have where to play and for whom to play, then you cannot. Yes, there is no reason to play then anymore. So every bagpiper has to have playing opportunities. In the past, children learned to play while herding geese. They were small, they were in the field with their geese. Later, young men played the bagpipes while herding sheep, where they were looking after their sheep. They had a lot of time, they played bagpipe. Bagpipe was played at the meetings with friends, but above all at dances and weddings. Or they were also playing when going from house to house during carnival and Christmas walk-arounds. In some villages, bagpipers played Christmas carols in churches during Christmas. Then also, when the bagpiper went to work in summer to the southern regions of the state, where there where the owners of the farms were richer, and it was easier to earn money there. They always took the bagpipes with them, and after hard work in the fields, they played to other workers for fun in the evening. Some bagpipe players also went to the city to play on the street or in a pub for some small income or food. Today, our playing opportunities are mainly rehearsals and performances of ensembles and bands, or even solo performances at festivals. Of course, concerts. Unfortunately, the culture of live music in pubs has practically disappeared in Slovakia. We do not have it anymore. When a bagpiper plays at the wedding, it is never nowadays that he plays the whole time. He just comes as an attraction, just to show that this was the old traditional, and this is how it looked when bagpiper used to play. Of course, the bagpipe culture also include melodies, typical joke, funny texts with erotic load, tales about bagpipes and bagpipe magic. Many bagpipers were set harm to cattle, while others knew how to cure it. The bagpipe culture also includes the position the bagpiper has in the society. The portrayal of bagpipes in artistic prose, poetry, but also in visual arts, painting, sculpture, photography, or film. We means the members of the Slovak Bagpipe Association in 1986 decided to found a bagpipe festival. And from 1987, a festival called Gajdorské Fašianky, which means Bagpipers Carnival, is organized not in the town, but in the very last village in the mountains where the bagpipe culture was alive in 80s. When I came there, I recorded hundreds of songs, and I met bagpipers that used to play at weddings and during carnival, and so they were, as we call them, authentic bagpipers, traditional bagpipers. We have also second festival, which is called Gajdovačka, something like piping, and it is organized in the northernmost village of Slovakia in Oravská Polhora, and it is, which is a very good position because it is close for Polish bagpipers and Czech bagpipers to visit this festival, but we often also have bagpipers from other countries. We had bagpipers from Australia, from I don't know, Scotland, France, and many other countries.
Pardon za prerušenie. Je čas si dať opäť krátku pauzičku. Takže dáme si 5 minút a potom si pustíme zvyšok Milanovej prednášky. Zatiaľ to nechám pauznuté. To ostaňte a odskočte sa napiť. Je veľmi teplo. O 5 minút pokračujeme.